Welcome. Good morning, everyone. This is Cynthia Hamilton here. I'm a master teacher certified through the Tao Academy. And I was finding myself a little bit low on energy today. We are in the middle of winter here in the Vancouver in the North America. And so rather than just do this practice by myself, I thought I would open it up. I'm opening up my private session here to include you. So I'm going to post this so that others can connect with it as well. And I will put in the chat where you can connect with me if you would like to receive a 15-minute complimentary private session to help you with whatever it is that you are wanting to transform in this year of 2025. So to begin with, this is a practice that is based on ancient wisdom, the ancient wisdom that comes from the East. And I first learned about this about a little more than 30 years ago now, when I was recovering myself from an overtraining syndrome. I had been on the Canadian track team, and my competitive days were ended with an overtraining syndrome. So I met a Qigong master in a class at that time, a little more than 30 years ago, and he taught me about the lower dantian. The lower dantian is a fist-sized energy center. It's located just below the level of the navel. I'm just going to stand for a minute. So just below the level of the navel. And so if you take your hands, that you show me your left hand, wrap the fingers of your right hand around, and then wrap those fingers of your left hand around the knuckle of the right. Place the knuckle of your thumb in your navel and then roll down. This brings your yin yang palm, it's called, to just in front of the lower dantian, which is located 2.5 personal inches, chun, they're called in Mandarin, below the navel, and 1.5 chun, I should say, below the navel, and 2.5 chun inside from the front, a fist-sized energy center. And so just squeeze the thumb a little. This will help to bring your attention down to that area. And Master Sha, my Qigong teacher, teaches that where and this is something that is quite well known, this power, the mind power. Where you put your mind is where the energy of the benefit is received. So by squeezing the thumb, that helps you to bring your attention to the lower dantian. You can close your eyes. This is a way of conserving your energy and also helping you to stay focused. So closing your eyes and visualizing, you can visualize a golden light ball in the area of your lower dantian. So this is all using mind power and also body power. The yin yang palm placed in front of your lower dantian is the body power. We're going to be using sound power as well. And the sound power is, we're going to be using various sounds. The lower dantian is in the area of the body located, according to the ancient wisdom, associated with the number 9. And in Mandarin, the number 9 is Zhou. So this is one of the sound powers we're going to be using, but we'll just flow with it. So we've got a sound power, a mind power, and a body power. Now the next power, and one of the most powerful powers, is called the say hello. So we say hello to one another when we pass in the hallway. We say hello to one another when we answer phone calls, etc. And we say hello to your family members and your pets, even your plants. Saying hello, it's a way of just acknowledging, I see you. I see you. You can, maybe if you've got your eyes open, just look around the room. I see you. It's a way of actually acknowledging. And so we're going to say hello to our lower dantian. It's part of our body. Have you said hello to your body today? Have you said hello to your heart, which has been working? You wake up in the morning, it was working all night. Maybe you had sleep, but your heart was beating away all night long. So we can say hello to our body parts, those we are most familiar with. We can say hello to our energy center, the lower dantian. So the energy center, dear my lower dantian. And then we give love. I love you. Just imagine if you did this to every part of your body, and especially those parts that may be a little bit under the weather. Give love, offer love. So, dear my lower dantian, I love you. And then you can actually give an affirmation. You have the power to boost yourself. And then some more encouragement, do a good job. And then gratitude. Gratitude's very important. Thank you. So doing this all together, dear my lower dantian, I love you. You have the power to boost yourself. Do a good job. Thank you. Now we're going to also be including a very new-ish, also based on ancient wisdom, which is the power of calligraphy and transformative art. But we'll do that in the second part of our practice. So for now, we're going to use these 4 powers. So close your eyes. And as we go into the sound power, we've said hello to our lower dantian. We are visualizing the golden light in that area, 1.5 inches or so below the level of the navel, 2.5 inside. We're squeezing the thumb. We got the body power happening, helping us to stay focused in that area. And now we're going to be speaking the sound, which is Jo. So as you speak it, you might even notice that your lower abdomen is moving. So let's begin. Jo, 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 Jo. And then you can do this silently as well. As the ancient wisdom goes, Yang practice is when you speak, when you repeat out loud. You could even call it chanting. You could even sing it. And Yin practice is when you repeat silently. So let's repeat silently the sound Jo. Keeping the focus on the lower dantian, squeezing the thumb, alternating, squeezing and releasing, squeezing and releasing. And we help to keep the mind focused by visualizing the golden light in the lower dantian. As the ancient wisdom goes, golden light shines, sickness disappears. When we were very young, we had lots of energy. As we get older, unless we keep refilling this, and it's something we need to do every day, it can flow away. So visualizing the golden light, building the energy in the lower dantian. And we can start again with the out loud, saying Jo out loud, and you can even tap. Take your yin-yang palm, and just tap over the lower abdomen. Jo, 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 Jo. You can vary the speed. Joe, 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 Joe. Continuing to tap lightly. Now, if you have some kind of an issue in your lower abdomen, you want to be very gentle with yourself. Listen to your body. You can even be just a fish, you can just have your hands in front, just not even touching the lower abdomen if you have some issue there. Continuing to visualize the golden light growing stronger and stronger in your lower abdomen, boosting your lower dantian. You can even repeat that to boost lower dantian power, 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 boost lower dantian power. Continuing to tap lightly unless it's a sensitive area for you. You can just bring your hands to a stop and continue to squeeze the thumb and release. Squeeze and release. You may notice some tingling or some warmth in the area. Continue to visualize the golden light. And for the yin practice, continue to repeat. You could repeat, boost lower dantian power silently. As we end the practice, we use an ancient word, Mandarin word, how. How. How means get well, perfect. And so we always end with a wonderful message, positive message. Okay, so just tune in. How are you feeling? So this is something that you can do anytime during the day. It's good to start the day. If you wake and you're feeling like you didn't have enough sleep, or somehow through the night you didn't replenish yourself, this could be a good practice for you to do, and you could just repeat it again and again if you would like to do that together with me. This is part of a practice that deals with a part of ourself which is unseen. The lower abdomen, the lower dantian, the energy center itself. If we were to dissect the body, we would not see it. But there are lots of things that are not seen that are actually happening, and more important to our health than what meets the eye. And this is actually a topic of a session that I'm going to be leading this coming Monday. It's part of a series called Modern Physics Meets Ancient Wisdom. And we did a session last week on accessing the fourth dimension. You may be familiar with dimensions. If you are not, you're welcome to register for this series, and I will send you the PowerPoint presentation. The sessions themselves involve interaction, so we pause the presentation and go over concepts and have question and answer time, have some practice time. It's really fun. So I invite you to join if that at all calls to you. And I will make sure that the link for you to register for that is complimentary. Is in the bottom of in the chat of this posting. So, and I did mention calligraphy. I'm going to end the session now by offering you make a request. I'm going to offer you a blessing, a transmission. There are many different words to use for it. This is the calligraphy greatest light. Um, and so it's a calligraphy that has a unseen power in it, but even the message itself, greatest light. There is a one sentence secret that goes along with greatest light, which is transforms all life. So make a request for yourself, and I'm going to ask for, the calligraphy to offer whatever is appropriate to you at this time. So make your request. Maybe your request is to boost your energy, stamina, vitality, immunity. Maybe you have another request. Allow the message of greatest light to transform that aspect of your life. Blessing, start. You could have your eyes closed and simply receive. If your request is for a part of your body, you could have your hands over that part of the body and visualize golden light. If it's for a life situation, you could just have your one hand over your heart, or both hands over your heart. Boosting your lower dantian, put them back over your lower dantian. Just receive. Allow yourself to open to the unseen world. How, how, how. So once again, we end with that powerful message. Get well, perfect. And thank you to the Tao calligraphy of greatest light for whatever has been received by you at this time, even if it was that you were just opening yourself to something that could be received from the unseen world. So once again, this is Cynthia Hamilton coming to you. I have a Master of Science and a PhD in Applied Science, and I'm so honored to lead these sessions on Mondays. We've been having them start at 11 a.m. Pacific time for this series of 4, and the following series of 4 are going to be starting at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And as I say, if you register and cannot attend in person, then you can receive a copy of the PowerPoint presentations. Whenever you can join live, that's wonderful, because then you can be part of the conversation and the question and answer sessions. And once again, for those who are new to the community, I welcome you to click on the link that I'll also put in the chat, and connect with me in a 15-minute complimentary call. So thank you once again for the opportunity to practice together this morning, and looking forward to connecting with you soon. Bye-bye for now.